Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome back to my series where I offend every single fan of every single NBA team, aka my positional rankings. Today we are looking at the power forward position, guys. Now, when I first thought about doing this one, I was like, okay, power forward should be pretty easy. I feel like we know who the best of the best is. But there is just a lot of really good, decent power forwards out there, man. I know the best is Giannis, right? That one's gonna be easy. But middle of the road, that's going to be extremely difficult for this video. So before we get on this, I ask you guys if you can please drop that like. It's greatly appreciated, especially in a video about this, man. Remember, guys, this is simply my opinion. This is not the end all be all of ranking videos. It's just how I, kind of view some of these basketball players and stuff, right, man? So if you disagree, let me know why in the comment section below. But yeah, let's not be haters out there, man. Let's all have a good time, and talk about some basketball. We're bros, man. Let's talk about some hoops, right? Okay, so I did point guard, shooting guard, and center already. This will be power forward. The next one, last one, will be the small forward position. The grand finale, as I like to think about it, man. So yeah, let's get going on this. There will be two guys we will not be ranking, and that's because according to Basketball Reference, they're actually centers, and they were ranked in the center video. And that is going to be PJ Tucker and also LaMarcus Aldridge. Both these guys played centers for their respective team. You can look it up if you would like, man. But yeah, so we are going to do 3 rows, 10, 10, and well, I guess 8 now because these guys aren't right there. But yeah, man, best power forward in the NBA. I also noticed too, a lot of these, like the power forward position has got to be the most injury-prone position in the entire NBA. I'm just seeing so many guys that gets injured. You got Porzingis, Blake Griffin. I guess that's it, man. Zion. Okay, yeah, I guess there was only 3. Marvin Bagley, there's 4, man. Jaren Jackson got injured too. There's 19% of them right there, man. Okay, best power forward, no doubt, no arguments right here, is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. Yes, sir. Best power forward in the NBA. Next up, no doubt, is going to be Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, to me, is the second best power forward in the NBA. Okay, so for my train of thought, I guess I can spread them out a little bit more. Don't want to piss people off, man, with that. But no, so for my third best power forward, so I believe it's between Pascal Siakam and Jason Tatum. Pascal had a better start to the season. Jason Tatum had a better end, in the bubble, playoffs, and stuff like that. For me personally, I think I am about ready to say that Jason Tatum is the third best power forward in the NBA, guys. He's that good to me, man. He's that good. Pascal, like I said, you can flip-flop him if you ask me, but he really did underperform in the bubble and the playoffs and stuff, so that kind of knocked him down my list a little bit, man. I feel like that's fair to say. So yeah, we're going to have Pascal as number 4, and that's completely fine. Okay, next up, number 5 on the list, I'm kind of leaning towards Sabonis, just because, he obviously was an all-star and stuff. Great player. I just feel like Sabonis is kind of underrated, especially for the power forward position. He plays more like a center. You want Sabonis more on the inside. But yeah, I thought he was fantastic last season. I feel like he's deserving of the number 5, best power forward in the NBA on this list, unless I'm missing somebody. Obviously, yeah, Kristaps Porzingis. Once again, either one of these guys could really be flip-flopped back and forth for me. Because I feel like that's the thing. It's like usually when I do my list, I say when completely healthy. When completely healthy, I would actually have to probably put Porzingis in front of Sabonis. When completely healthy, man. So yeah, we're gonna have him right there. Like I said, I'm not too sold on that. It's just kind of how we're doing this. So we got top 6 so far. Okay, number 7 on this list, I'm probably going to have to say Blake Griffin. Once again, it's when completely healthy. This previous NBA season, we did not see a healthy Blake Griffin. The season before that, he played his best season of all time. So I do think that's kind of important to say. Let's put him right there. But is he still that? Okay, let me move him. So what's what I have in front of him? I'm looking at the list, and there's nobody where oh my God, this guy needs to be in front of Blake Griffin. So we're going to have him right there. Next up, because Zion's interesting to rank. John Collins is a 20 and 10 player. I feel like just out of that veteran respect, next I have to go with Kevin Love. Kevin Love for the next power forward right there. That feels about right. After Kevin Love, we are going to say Jaren Jackson. I like what he does a little bit more than what I like what maybe a John Collins does, because Jaren Jackson also brings a bit better defense too, as opposed to a John Collins. So we're going to have him right here. Next up, I'm going to say Zion. Zion, if you played the entire season, would have been higher on this list. And that's the thing. It's like with Blake Griffin, we know what he is when he's completely healthy. Like he's a veteran. Like we know what he brings. So that's why I'm not really like penalizing him for being injured because we know we came off his best season. But Zion, it's like he was beastly, but it was in a very limited amount of games, and he's never played in the NBA before. So obviously he can move higher up this list. But and he'll be there next season. Next season, I'm gonna say Zion will probably be top 5, top 6 power forward in the NBA, no doubt. But this is just like I don't want to overrate him too soon. You guys know when it comes to him, like I just don't like to overrate him too soon, man. So yeah, we're gonna have him right there. Okay, after Zion, I think we have to go with John Collins, 20 and 10 guy. After Collins, let's say, I feel like at this point you probably want to have Draymond Green on the list. Now I know he don't put up the sexiest stat lines, but we do know what he brings to a championship team. Like obviously he is a system player that needs, good shooters and stuff around him. But yeah, regardless of that, it's like as far as like glue guys in the NBA, look no further than Draymond Green. Like his defense is still really solid. Playmaking for other guys, but just his basketball IQ, that's just me paying respect towards, the IQ and the intelligence of the basketball game, right, man? So, yeah, we're going to have him right there. After Draymond, let's say Bogdanovich. Very underrated. Very underrated. Thing about Bogdanovich is that he's mostly just offense. He could do a little, a few other things out there, but Draymond, you get the defense, you get the playmaking, you get a little bit of rebound. John Collins, you get really don't get any defense, but he's got the offense also, but he's also got the rebounding, so we're having him right there. Next up, let's say, I feel like it's about time to have, let's go with Gallinari, another very underrated power forward, if you ask me. Always a 20-point game scorer, can stretch the floor, put the ball on the floor, get to the basket. Then, okay, now we have Lauri Markkanen. Like, Lauri Markkanen, I wanted to have higher on this list. It's just that, once again, he was very underutilized in Jim Boylan's offense last season. Atrociously, man. He's got a lot of high potential to be higher on this list. But for right now, I feel like this is about right. So we got him right there. This is actually going a lot easier than I thought. Like I said, I would say anywhere from, like, Blake Griffin up to, like, really right here, man. There definitely could be some room for changes. I know people are going to say I overrated Blake Griffin because I'm a Piston fan, but that's really not the reasoning. I would have put him right there regardless of what team he was on. So, yeah. Okay. After Markkanen, let's go with Aaron Gordon. I still think he has a lot more to prove in the NBA. I still think he should be a lot better than what he really is. We just haven't seen it yet, man. Like, he's going to get better. I think he needs a different team. He needs to stop shooting so many threes. It's fine that he shoots threes, just not so many of them. Okay, so after Aaron Gordon, I probably have to say Marvin Bagley. Also could be higher on this list. I thought Marvin was actually a center. I guess he is a power forward, right, man? But we haven't seen a lot of them. But when I do watch him play, I like what I see. Could be higher on this list down the line. Just has to stay healthy. And then after him, let's go with maybe like a Rui Hachimura. Feels about right. I like that. After Rui, I'm gonna say I do like PJ Washington. Paul Millsap. He's just old. He's just getting old. Al Horford also was not very good last season. Melo, I mean, we know what Melo is at this point, right? He's not a top power forward in the NBA anymore. Or more like, I mean, he's a small forward, but well, he used to be a small forward. I'm kind of leaning towards Paul Millsap. He is not really like highly utilized, but he's very consistent, which is good. To me, he's just like he's like an older Draymond Green with a bit of a better jump shot, But I'd rather have Draymond Green over Paul Millsap at this point in their careers. Then after, let's go with maybe man. See, because Julius Randle can put up stats, but he's such a ball stopper, man. He's such a ball stopper. It's bad. But I'll say I'm gonna go with Al Horford, Julius Randle, PJ Washington. That feels good. Let's say Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris is a little bit more consistent than Carmelo Anthony is right now. So I'm going to go with Melo next. let's say Kelly Olynyk, because he can like light it up like Curry from 3 at times. Dario Saric, Taurean Prince, and last and kind of least, Juancho Hernangomez, man. You get your own final spot at the bottom of the list right there, man. And that I feel pretty good about. Once again, it's setting myself to be roasted in the comments, which I expect anyway. There's no perfect list out there, man. Nobody get a perfect list, but I expect to get roasted in the comments just because we all value players differently and stuff. And we all are fans of different teams, so we see a certain power for you. Like, how do you have this guy right here, man? How do you have this guy right here? But I feel pretty decent about this list here, man. It's just the power forward position. It's played very differently than how it used to be played. And some of the guys, like I said, such as like Draymond Green, like if you like you got to look at more than just scoring with him, right? You got to look like beyond scoring. Zion just needs more games and he'll be good. So we got 1 Giannis, 2. Okay, I'm not gonna read them all off, but you guys can see this, man. You guys can all see the list. I feel good about it. I'm gonna go to sleep happy tonight about this list here, man. So yeah, any other changes? I don't think so. Is this fair to have Kristaps with Sabonis? Or should those? Yeah, I feel like the top 5 I nailed it. I feel like I definitely nailed the top 5. With the exception that, maybe you can argue Siakam over Tatum, but that was like I said, man, that was because Tatum had a better ending to the season. Pascal had a really good start and everything. But no, man, that's going to be the list. Small forwards will conclude this series. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to drop that like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the point guard, shooting guard, center rankings. That's all we got. Peace out, my friends.